removing Google reviews is becoming more and more important because as time's gone on, people have realized that it's really important to manage your reputation online. And sometimes we are seeing people getting reviews on their account which aren't real. Sometimes they are malicious from people who are a competing business. And sometimes people just get it wrong. They've reviewed the wrong business and they just don't know it. So we are noticing that asks for removing them is becoming more and more prevalent. So we run essentially a Google marketing agency. And at the moment, it seems like every second or third day in one of our inboxes somewhere, somebody is saying, we've got a Google review. How do we remove it? It's not for us, or it's dodgy, or it was accidental, or whatever. So in this video, and I'll keep it really short because I just want to give you the information, that is all. We've got kind of two methods. One is for you, if it's your Google business profile and it's your business. The other is if it's not your business. Now that might be, for example, I had an ex-client reach out who asked me about this, and I said, I can report that review for you as well. However, I'm not a manager of their Google business profile, but Google Maps does give me that option as well. So I'll show you that now. So the first option is the most usual way. Okay, so as you'll see in this article, sometimes people cross a line. It's a fake review, it's abusive, it's against Google's content policies, whatever. Usually for us, it's been this is a fake review from somebody trying to take us down or whatever, and there's evidence that it's not the real person. Usually, we would say initially reply to that review in a politically correct, nice way and say, hi, it's us. Really sorry. It seems like you've reviewed the wrong business here. We can't find a record of you on our system. Something like that, because if it does stay, that's better than a 1-star review that has no reply. So that's thing number one. We would recommend that you do reply to it. Some people might say no, but I would say yes, that is the way to go. Now, the most important thing here is that you should use the official Google tool. Okay, so if it's your business, here is the link. Okay, it's a support.google.com business workflow with a long number. Okay, it ends in 5796. Okay, so click that link and it'll take you to something that looks just like this. Okay, so when you visit that tool, there's the link again. Just click on the link. You'll be taken here, which is, first of all, it'll say, is this your Google business profile? It'll ask you to check the email address. And when you see that screen and then you confirm, so this is my personal Gmail account. So that's where we manage some. It'll say confirm. And then the next step is it'll put up a list of the businesses that are on that account. And then you'll say, yeah, it's this one. Then you look for that review and click on report review. And then it'll say choose a reason. Now the reasons, these will change from time to time, but this is what they are at the moment. It's this sort of stuff here: off topic, spam, conflict of interest, profanity, bullying, discrimination, personal information. So pick the one that's most appropriate for you. Okay, so that's that step there, is choose a reason and then submit it. Okay, so once you've submitted that, that's actually all you can do. So now it'll stay there pending for some time. These do, it's almost hilarious how long these can take. We submitted one. Now this is a bad example, but I have to share it because it's real and I want you to be aware of how this process may or may not play out. But we got one removed for a client just the other day, but the original request was put in about 14 months ago. So in that instance, the initial reply saying, hey, we don't think this is the right business, is imperative. Okay, so do reply. Do not get your sassy pants on and come out there with any attitude or anything. You have to be really, really smooth in these scenarios and calm and factual. Okay, so reply and then go to this link, follow this link. Now, the second scenario is when it's not your business. Okay, so I will do this for ex-clients or people that I know in various communities that I'm in as a business advisor in the marketing space. I'll say, hey, Corey, I've got a dodgy review, and I go, cool. Thing 1, reply. Thing 2, do this stuff up here. So follow that link and do that, at which stage they'll do that because it only takes a couple of minutes. But then I will say to them, I'll report it as well because I agree with you. I have a high Google rating as a Google user, so I feel like my reports are highly regarded. But getting people to do this is useful. So again, it's a step-by-step process, but it's through Google Maps. Okay, so when you go through Google Maps, you go into Google Maps and you find your business and it'll look like this. Okay, so here's mine and I've clicked on that reviews button. So I've gone into Google Maps, looked for Good Oil Digital Marketing, and then I've clicked on reviews. And so you'll see that there. So you search for it on Google Maps. You can do this on the phone, but I prefer desktop myself. Go to the review section, as you can see here, and then you've got the 3 little dots next to the review. You'll see that there with the red arrow. You'll see 3 dots. Now, when you click on that, that'll give you the option to report or flag as inappropriate. And it'll give you, again, a similar screen to this. And you go through that process, and boom, you have submitted your report. That is it. Now, in this secondary system of doing this, when it's not your actual business, if it's a really bad review and it's really bothering you, and there's a lot of your time and perhaps emotions involved, get a few colleagues, friends, family, whatever, to do this as well. So Google can see, okay, somebody's not playing the game by our rules here. We'd better fix this up. All right. So there's a bit more information here in the article about the common violations that can lead to it. But again, it's kind of covered over here with the bullying or harassment. So all those things, what we are seeing is that it's quite often people who aren't who shouldn't be doing it, people who are competitors or something like that, and that's pretty uncool. So that's the video. Just remember, if it's your business, there's the link. Go through that process. It's the official Google way to do it. It looks like this. That's the link there. That's the current link. If it's not your business, but as a friend's business or whatever, then go through Google Maps. That's the way to go. Okay, so that is the video. I hope that's useful. Do comment below if you're having problems. Okay, I spent some time this morning with one of the most generous humans I've met in my entire life, which always inspires me to give back more. So if you need help, comment below. I will help you as well. Thanks for your time. Hope it goes well. Bye for now.